Hi and welcome to my very first attempt to make a YouTube video. Not my first, but the first where I'm talking. And I'm from Sweden. My English is not perfect, so bear with me. So, this is my first video where I'm in the focus, or my hobbies will be, I guess. My main hobby is cars. I have been posting some videos earlier with my Subarus. Subaru! I now have a Toyota GR Supra MK5, you know, the BMW one. It's standing right behind you. I guess I'll post some videos of it later on. I also have motorcycles as a hobby. I have a Yamaha Warrior 1700. It's like 103 cubic inches for you American guys. And I also have RC cars as a hobby. It's my latest hobby, and I think it's really fun, and it's very addictive. When I was a little boy, I always wanted a lot of RC cars but couldn't afford them. And now I'm grown up and making my own money so I can buy these. I'm gonna focus on my RC hobby. Specifically, I'm gonna focus. So in this first video, I will focus on this RC car, the HPI Maverick Quantum Plus Flux. And Plus means it's the bigger size of the regular Quantum. In this video I will specifically focus on soldering. I've seen a lot of soldering videos, but I could show you how I do it and show you some tips and tricks, I guess. I'm not an expert, but if I can do it, you can do it too. Alright, so let's get into it. The reason I'm doing some soldering here today is I'm gonna change the plug on my Quantum Plus from T-plug or DIN to EC5. Why is that? I wanted a bigger battery to this, and it was kind of hard to find good batteries with a T-plug and the 3S. The EC5 plug is more common on these batteries, so I thought why not change the plug to EC5 on my car so I get more options when it comes to batteries. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna solder a new plug to my Quantum Plus. And you could do this to any RC car. So here is the T-plug on my car from the ECS. Here is where you plug in your battery, and I will change this to an EC5, a male one, because the batteries usually have the female ones. So if you do this operation, you have to make sure you have the male one, so you don't solder a female one on here. So what you first want to do is cut this off. And if you were to swap the plug on a battery, you cut one at a time, and you will isolate it with some tape or something, so the ends of the cables don't touch. And just to measure the depth of this male end, you could put the wire in here and see where you can cut this plastic off. Like so. That's a perfect fit. So the things you're gonna need is a solder, and you need some solder wire and a wet sponge. I just use a regular kitchen sponge so you can clean the tip off. And before you warm this up, make sure to use some sandpaper and scuff the tip off so it's clean and nice. Prepare your cable, which we're gonna tin. I think it's called tin in English. you put some solder wire on this tip. I just took a piece of wood and drilled a hole to it so I can put this male connector in it so it stands upright, because we're gonna fill this with solder wire. And now we're gonna tin this tip. I just have a cheap one, a solder, but it works for the things I do. I do simple stuff like this, but I would like a bigger one. Now it starts to melt here, warming up the wire. It takes a while for this small solder to warm up the wire. It works, but it's not the best. Like so. Clean the tip. Put it somewhere safe so it doesn't fall down on you. It's pretty warm. And yeah, keep your answer close by in case of fire. And a bulle in case of hangry. Alright, so I just put the tip in here and warm the male connector up, and then I will fill it up with this. So I will fill this up, and when that's done, I'm gonna put the cable in and hold it straight down, and hold still. And you don't blow on this, just hold it still and let it cool off. And like so. There's our first male connector. Try not to get any solder wire on the connector itself. Keep it in there. And if you get it here, use the solder and try to melt it and wipe it off with a sponge or wet paper or something, paper towel. And the next connector, like so. And take your cable. Remember to put it in and keep it straight. And as I said, don't blow on the soldering. And that's how you do it. We'll let those sit for a minute. So let's put the Swedish fika aside and get on with it. Here's the EC5 plug. There's a flat side and a round side. The flat side is the plus, and the round side is minus. Red cable plus in the flat part of this plug, and minus the round. Black cable goes in the minus part of this. Don't use like a plier or something to grab a hold of this and push. You will likely end up bending the cable. You could use a small flathead or something and push on the connector until it clicks in place. Did you hear the click? Now it's in place. Stand it on something firm, take a flathead and push on the edge of the connector. Click. And we're done. That looks perfect. Now it's ready. My car has an EC5 connector, so I can run batteries with an EC5 female connector. So the next step now is to connect it and try it out. Perfect. And that's it, guys. That's how you solder an EC5 plug, at least. There's other plugs out there. You can choose whatever you want and either change it on the car or the battery itself. Just be careful, watch some YouTube videos and take it slow. I hope this was helpful for someone. If I can do it, you can do it as well. Please like and subscribe, comment, and Perhaps I'll post some videos later on with my RC hobby or motorcycle or GR Supra, for example. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to eat your Swedish fika and don't bully my English. Thank you.